Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. Now for today's video, we're going to be welcoming the CEO of 1606 Corp. This is a company that started out in the CBD space. They're now harnessing the power of AI, which we're going to talk about in today's discussion. But before we do, please take a second, hit the like button, you guys. It's a huge help to myself and the channel. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to join. And let me know in the comment section below if you're currently holding shares of this company, your thoughts on their AI integration, and outlook for 2024. Now with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we've got Greg Lambrecht. He's the CEO of 1606 Corp, also happens to be the chairman. They trade under the ticker symbol CBDW. We're going to talk to why that is in a second here, but this is a really exciting AI-focused company, you guys, that is applying this information and strategy to the CBD industry at this point in time. So Greg, really excited to have you here. My channel actually started out covering a lot of the cannabis stocks. We've now moved into a lot of the AI, the future tech. So really excited for this discussion because it kind of brings together those two worlds.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. And we kind of got to this point by bringing together the two worlds first too. Another public company I started 12 years ago, I spun out 1606 Corp, and what we were originally doing was a hemp cigarette, and it had no nicotine and no tobacco. Well, something came along called Delta 8, Delta 9, which really hurt the sales. So we pivoted and said, okay, we know a lot about CBD, but AI is very hot. So we pivoted and developed an AI merchandising bot that can go on websites for CBD brands and CBD retail outlets. So we kind of stayed in that category, but we came up with an A1 technology to help the CBD business.
Gotcha. Yeah, I want to talk about that because you're exactly right. AI is a hot topic now. We're seeing it used in a lot of different instances, but this is a pretty unique use case, well differentiated from what I can see. So I want to talk about the platform in a second here, but first, where did the 1606 name come from, Greg?
Well, that's a great question. So in 1606 was the first hemp plant ever planted, actually in Canada, but in North America. So that's where we got the name of 1606 Corp. And our brand name is CBDW. In our website, our ticker symbol is CBDW, which stands, for CBD, and W stands for wellness. So it allows us to get into a lot of different categories, probiotics, vitamins, whatever. So that's kind of where the name 1606 Corp came from.
Gotcha. Okay, great.
Also, one other thing, not to interrupt you, but it's kind of interesting because our ticker symbol is CBDW and our website is cbdw.ai. So we got really fortunate there to be able to do that.
Yeah, you sure did. And that was going to kind of be my next question is for people who are newer to this ticker, if you go to the website, I did see some talk about these traditional kind of hemp cigarettes, and then obviously now this new platform. So what's the best way, or how should people think about this relationship between 1606, CBD, AI, CBDW? How does it all fit together here?
Yeah, I think the investors out there should think that, we're experts in the CBD industry. So we're the first ones that have developed a CBD merchandising bot that we're specifically introducing to the CBD vertical. There's over 5,000 CBD retail stores in the US. There's probably over 2,000 brands. So it's a really interesting vertical because most people, although, we know about CBD, most people don't know about CBD, and they're a little bit nervous about taking it because they have no idea. Should they buy a gummy? What brand should they buy? So this AI merchandising bot is a phenomenal information piece that they can go on and ask any question they could possibly imagine. And believe me, between our expertise and AI, we're going to give them the right answer. And then they can buy something online. We'll drive them to the product. For example, if someone gets on and says, "Hey," to the merchandising bot, "I'm experiencing some pain." "Oh, where is your pain?" "Well, it's here." "Oh, we think the best product for you if you had a sore hip would be a cream, and here's the name of the brand, and here's the cream." Or you could go down to your local CBD retailer and walk in with some knowledge that you know what you want.
Yeah, it reminds me of almost a personalized shopper on command at your fingertips type of thing, right? For the CBD vertical. And the reason I'm laughing while you're talking, Greg, is my wife has just been complaining about sleep. We have 2 little kids. Obviously, sleep is a concern, right? And I keep telling her, try CBD, try CBD. I've heard people really benefit. And exactly what you said, she said, "I know nothing about this. I don't know what to ask for. I don't know who to talk to. I don't know brands." So it's interesting that you're talking about this business use case, and it's exactly what I think a lot of customers are wondering about, right?
And and even me being in the business for a couple of years, I didn't know either. And I have sleep issues, and I'm taking CBD for sleep, and it really works. Also, I'm working out all the time, hiking, running, and all that. And the cream, if you get a sore ankle or a sore muscle, the cream really works. So there's a lot of incredible testimonials about the benefits of CBD, but we're taking it to another level where we're having it online in an AI merchandising bot.
Yeah. Now, I want to talk about that merchandising bot, because when you go online now, you do often get prompts of chat with us, or how frequently asked questions, how can we help? So what would you say really differentiates this AI model or platform from some of the other caterings out there?
Yeah, it's such a great question, because 2 of our board members, one of them kind of has an extensive background of working at some of the top 5 tech companies, as far as Google and Microsoft, at executive positions. And the other one owns a company in India that builds out these type of merchandising bots. So we were able to build out this merchandising bot in a short amount of time with less cost than maybe another company. But we really took our time and built this out. In fact, we came up with 1,000 questions and 1,000 answers. So we've had customers that tried to get on to our bot and trying to trick it, and they call us back and they go, "Man, we can't fool it. It continues to give us the right answer." So we really spent a lot of time on not only the technical aspect, but also the expertise in the CBD industry. So that's one answer. But my other answer is a little more forceful. A lot of these CBD, or not CBD, but AI merchandising bots, they kind of hoodwink you, where you hit it and they say, "Well, welcome to whatever they're trying to sell," and after a couple questions, they just send you to a phone number. So They don't go through the whole step where you could actually order something online or get all the information about the product you want. They immediately send you to a phone number, which has been around forever. That's really not AI.
Yeah, it's funny how they disguise it. Now, that's actually a perfect segue, because I know in combination with this, you've also launched a new website. I was on there checking it out before the interview, obviously. Looks really good, and it I guess is a major piece in that end-to-end delivery, right? Answering questions is one thing, generating buying interest, but then being able to complete that transaction on an e-commerce platform is huge and part of that cycle. So talk to us about that, Greg. What does the new website really mean for the company right now?
Well, the thing that we found out, and we're a small company, we're on the OTC Pinks, we're a public company, full reporting, but we we've been working on this for a year, so we've got a competitive advantage over other companies, and we've found out the different pain points of what this takes. And one of the things that came up that we've solved is it's not easy to take all the products that a brand or a CBD retailer has and download those into our program. So when that customer is on the AI merchandising bot, all the products that store or that brand are on that. So once they start asking questions and we drive them down to the correct product for the questions they ask, is not an easy thing to do, and we've figured that out. So even as soon as last week, Google came out with an article saying that they're gonna do a retail merchandising bot, and they should have it done early next year. And we're thinking, well, we've already done a merchandising bot, and we already have customers. So welcome to the business, and it totally validates what we're trying to do. And who knows? Maybe there's some sort of acquisition there or whatever. But to answer your question, we've gone through A to Z on what it takes to successfully put one of these together.
Yeah, it definitely takes time, and there's a lot of refinement as we're learning with this generative AI, and obviously very validating to see these big blue chips getting in the space that you're already working in, right? So the next question, I know you've got the marketing bot, you've got the new website. There's a lot going on in terms of activity at the company. Are there any other near-term catalysts as we move into 2024 that we should be watching for, Greg?
Yeah, there is. I think that, one of the things about CBD is that it's a perfect product because it's up and coming and a lot of people don't know about it. So our merchandising bot, first and foremost, is an information piece. And then it drives you down to actually being able to buy a product. So it's perfect for an AI retail merchandising bot. I think the cousin of CBD is cannabis. So again, walking into a dispensary, there's so many products now, hundreds of different products in different mediums you can take them in, chocolate, gummy bears. So again, this CBD merchandising bot will be perfect for the cannabis space. We also really like the fact of solar, because I was the chairman and CEO of a solar company that, by the way, just last week moved up to the Chicago Exchange. But solar is very similar, where a lot of people would maybe buy solar, but they don't understand it. So if they could go on an A1 merchandising bot and ask all their questions and get a lot of answers, they would feel more comfortable talking to someone about possibly putting solar on. So those are three different categories that we're looking at. Maybe getting into those verticals.
For sure. And we talked about this a bit before we started filming, but that's what's so exciting here is once you understand the process, the structure, the technology, CBD just happens to be a vertical that you're focused on right now, but you could apply this to many other industries, many other verticals. And as you're talking through that, Greg, there's a lot of things that I need to buy once in a while. I just bought a dishwasher, stuff that you don't generally know a lot about that you could harness this type of technology. So really interesting, and I definitely think you've done a good job of differentiating. I'll kick it back to you for any kind of final thoughts, but from an investment standpoint, what really stands apart for 1606?
Well, talking about the stock a little bit, this is a very clean public entity. There's not a lot of shares out there. I'm aging myself, but I took a cigar distribution company public on the NASDAQ in '96. And my recent company that I was with for 10 years, we just went public on the CBOE, the Chicago Exchange. So there's a lot of knowledge about how to run a public entity. So that combined with the business of being in AI technology, which is, as we all know, one of the hottest things out there. Most of the companies that have AI technology is your top 5 tech companies, and that's really what held up the market last year. Was people investing in AI with your Microsofts. Here we are, a smaller, fully reporting public entity on the pink sheets. Someone can come down and invest in us, and hopefully really have a huge upside, because we have very sophisticated AI technology that was built through some of our board members with their business in India. So our technology is second to none, and we're already out there doing business.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one to watch. I'm excited to see and have you back throughout the year, Greg, to talk about some of these milestones. As always, you guys, this is not financial advice. We encourage you to do your own due diligence, but we do cater to a lot of retail investors here, obviously. And this is what's so exciting about these small, micro, nano cap companies, is you really have exposure before some of the bigger companies and bigger investment institutions can really get a position. So Greg, we appreciate your time. Really interesting business model. Again, one that I'm excited to watch progress here. I'll tell my wife about this to hopefully get some help with the sleep, and I'll kick it back to you for any closing comments.
Yeah, well, I think you don't get to say this every day. So we had a press release that's already been out, so we don't have to worry about that. But the press release essentially said that we finished our merchandising bot in November, and in December we sent out emails and did a calling campaign to CBD brands and retail stores. And we had enormous success with our pilot program. In fact, if we continue on this trajectory, it looks like we're going to be profitable in the second quarter. So we're having a great day in the market. We're up over 100%. So go CBDW.
Go CBDW. That's great. And I know with a lot of these AI products and marketing models, the more products, the more knowledge, the more interaction sales you get, the more refined the model can become. So hopefully this is the start of that snowball rolling for you, Greg, and congrats on all the success. Guys, if you're still watching the video at this point in time, hopefully you found some value. Hit the like button. Feel free to share it with friends and family. Help get this content to other people who may find value. If you're not subscribed to the channel, McNallie Money, feel free to join. And let us know in the comment section below if you're using CBD products, if you see value in this type of curated marketing selector, and your outlook for this company in 2024. Greg, next time you're on, we can go through some of those questions and address them right from the audience there. But thanks for your time. Great talking, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you, and have a good day.
Cheers.